Hello, this is the demo video for my application for the mobile application module for Nottingham Trent University. I'm Shehab Abdelhady, student number T0273107, and let's start the demo. So first of all, I'm going to run the application on my Android device. I will not use the Android emulator because it lags a little, so I'm just going to use my device and I'm going to record my screen from my mobile device, which is right here, and then I'm going to add it to the video. So let's start recording and I'll show you the application right now. This is my application. Find my movie app. If you go in, we'll find this screen and then we can get started. We will see that you can just browse, you can find yourself a movie, or you can just browse through our selected genres. And here are our genres. So for example, if you go to romance, we'll find 4 movies. Let's say we want to check out the details for Hitch. Okay, so yep, here are the details for Hitch with the IMDb rating, the Rotten Tomatoes rating, the lead actors, the director and the release date, and the MPP and the MPAA rating, and a simple description about what the movie plot and story is about. We can go back to our home page and choose different genre, which is comedy. We can check Puss in Boots, Hangover. We can even go back, go to action, check Creed, and it's all there. Or we can just use our recommendation system. So find me a movie. Let's say that I'm happy. I want to watch a movie with my partner. And I want it to be romance. Now I'll get The Notebook. Okay, so let's try a different route. For example, let's say that I am. This is the code for the recommendation logic, by the way. So let's say that I'm sad. I want to watch a movie with my partner, and I want it to be romance as well. We'll get You've Got Mail. Let's say that I'm neutral. I want to watch a movie on my own, and I want it to be drama. We'll get The Godfather, which is basically my favorite movie. So this is basically the application. Let's go back and let's discuss the UI design. So I followed the Google Guidelines design while I was designing the screen. So let's start from the starting page, and I'll talk about my selection of color. So for the color palette, there are 3 reasons why I chose this color palette. The first is the background color, which is black, which is mostly the screen of the application, works well with the new technology in almost every form right now, which is the Super AMOLED technology. So basically, this technology is whenever the screen is black, the pixels on this part of the screen gets turned up, and it saves a lot of battery. So that's why a lot of applications are moving over to the dark theme. A lot of applications are moving over to having a black background, so it saves a lot of the battery consumption by this application. The second reason being that the white, red, and black, the black background with the white and red text has a high contrast between them, so it's easier for the user to read, even though if let's say the mobile is just kind of like in a larger distance. So whatever the viewing distance is, it's going to be easier for the user to read because of the high contrast between white and black and red and black. The third reason is this color palette works well with familiarizing the user with the application, because the user, everyone right now, almost everyone has a Netflix subscription. He has a Netflix account, and Netflix color palette is maroon, white, and black. So this color palette makes the application look more familiar to the user because they're used to it, and also it's so easy to change and integrate with different streaming services. So let's say that I develop this application further and I want to sell it to a streaming service and integrate it within their application, the Netflix application, the Disney Plus application on the mobile, or even on the laptop doesn't have a recommendation system, a good recommendation system. So let's say that we want to sell this application. We want to sell it to Disney Plus. To be so easy, we'll just change the maroon color to the Disney blue signature color. So that's the reasons why I chose these color bullets. I also followed the Google guidelines with the application being responsive to any sort of screen. I'm going to show that when I move over to the code, and also that any errors are handled with a text message. So let's say that the user is answering the questions, but he forgot to answer the first question and he wants to move in. A toast message will appear preventing the user from getting to the next question, telling him to please select an option, and it won't let him through unless he selects an option with this toast message. So I'll have to select an option to move over to the next question. Cognitive load was taken into consideration while designing this app, which means that the screen components are not a lot, and there are a lot of spacing between them, which makes it more pleasing to the eye and easier to read and easier to navigate through. Also, wherever you are in the application, you'll find descriptive text and descriptive images that tells you where you are or where you're at or what you need to do. So if you go to the genres, you'll find below each button representing the different genre a descriptive text telling the user what kind of genre this is. So under the Godfather picture, which is a drama movie, you'll find drama. Under the Notebook picture, or action or comedy, so on. And also, it tells the user what to do exactly. So it tells them to click on the icon itself to be directed to the genres page. Also, when we get to a movie, you'll see above each rating is the IMDb picture, which represents that this rating is an IMDb rating, and the Rotten Tomato is the Rotten Tomato rating. With the movie poster, also to familiarize the user with the kind of movie, or to make it easier for him to find the movie, not just the name. Okay, let's move over to the code, and let's move over to the responsive design. So for example, if I got the Godfather here and activity Godfather, let's go to design. So if I want it to be a pixel 5, it will still look good. If I want to change the screen size to pixel 3, it will still look good. And this responsive design is achieved by using a, let's go to the code, a constrained layout. Okay, so this basically means that every item position on the screen is being connected to its current position related to the screen edges. They're not connected to each other. They're not connecting by weighing them, like if we're going to use a linear layout or something. They're connected by constraint layout, which makes it more sufficient in terms of having the application look exactly the same or exactly good on different types of screen, which makes it responsive. Also, almost every image on the application has a descriptive text. So for example, if you go to this image view, you will find a content description saying that this is the Godfather movie poster. So if a user is using a voice application that tells him what is on the application, if he has some visible disability or something, using this content description, the voice application will be able to provide for him the details of the screen he's actually on. Furthermore, let's get to the code logic. So we have our main page, which is the home activity right here. Just a simple activity with just one button. We set an on-click listener to the home page. When we go to the home page, we'll find the Find My Movie button, which gets us to the questions for the recommendation, and then movies through each genre. So the genres are right here, drama, and within each genre there is a button which is the movie poster itself that will navigate the user to the movie page. So this is Puss in Boots, for example. If you go to the activity.xml, we will see that this is the Puss in Boots screen. Now, regarding the recommendation app, here's what it is. So this is the first question. For example, we just set an on-click listener and we get the user answer. We store it in a variable and then we pass this variable to the next question using the get string extra function within Kotlin. And I designed this using Kotlin because it was announced by Google that Kotlin is going to be the future of Android development and mobile application development. So when I took this module, I decided that I'll get some kind of creative and design it using Kotlin so I can learn some Kotlin and also gain an extra skill and add it to my resume. So in every question, when the user has to select an answer, he has a if condition that checks if he did actually select an option. If not, there's an error message with a toast function which is the error that I showed you earlier. And then moving on to our last question, which is question 3, right here. It's pretty much the same. We passed the previous answers using the getString extra, and then we have this variable which is based on a symbol and condition. So if the user is happy, if he wants to, if he wants to watch it with a partner, if he wants romance, the recommendation movie would be Notebook. And then based on this variable, a simple if statement will direct him to the movie page that he desires. So I want to talk about what could be improved in my application. Now, this application could be improved by purchasing a subscription with a AI. So there are a lot of AIs on the internet. They have a large database for movies and they are regularly updated with the newest movies and all of that, which will work really good with this kind of application because we'll also be able to include a lot of movies, not just 16 movies, which I did, because it's going to be a lot easier. And also, furthermore, we could include a machine learning algorithm that acts instead of the symbol logic of the recommendation app. So the machine learning learns throughout the behavior of the user, and every time the user interacts with the device, the machine learning algorithm will develop some kind of connection with the user, and then the more the user uses the device, the better the recommendation system will get because the machine learning will learn from the user behavior what he likes and what he dislikes. Is he actually checking the screen, or did he just go back to the home page and decided to take a different route? And that's it for my application. I hope you like this, and thank you.